I also don't want it to grow into a massive agency with tons of employees.
That's one of my problems is I always think, how are we going to scale this, right? And then sometimes people are like, I appreciate your self-awareness of being like, that's not what I want. And that's actually really good for everybody listening. If you can identify that, if you don't want to manage 100 people, then you should just call that out very early on. And so from a price standpoint, everybody struggles with this. So if you watch online and you watch on TikTok or Instagram, all the creators struggle. Like sometimes you'll reach out and ask a creator to do something and they'll do it for a box of donuts, right? And then sometimes they're going to charge $5,000 and everything in between with no rhyme or reason and no way to really know what you're actually getting in return.
It's tough.
It's just so fluff right now. So what I would do, like I wouldn't know how to price it. So I'm putting myself in your shoes and I'm like, I don't know really where to price this because you're going to get different answers from different people. What I would do is I would build the relationships and then I would figure out how to monetize access to the relationship. So I would say if I wanted to keep this really simple, right, and I'm not scaling it, is I have 50 creators that I personally work with. They're my buddies. I've taken them all out to coffee and sat down. I know them all. And I have them all in a group chat or a group Slack. And I just give you access to that and you go figure out the cost and all those kind of things. So that's one approach that you could take is access to the community that you build. So that's one way to leverage the relationship. The other way to leverage it is, hey, like almost like a broker. So from the other angle would be to go to the creators and say, hey, I got a bunch of B&B people. I need help like pricing this. And I want you to do some betas for me. Let's get the test. Let's get some tangible results. Do something for free or low cost for the first one so we can actually have a benchmark. And then we'll have like a pricing model that I'll build out around you. And you'll be my first, person. And then you'll have an actual benchmark to build on for the next person and the next person and the next person. So that's two different sides of the coin. But that's how I would try to tackle that equation depending on which side I was more confident in.
Yeah, that's good. I like the benchmarking because I thought about both of those, but kind of tied together, not separately. Because to your point, it's all over the map. We did, test the process with the company, and they were like, "Hey, we love this. We need to tackle these new markets." And in B2B, it's a little trickier because it's not necessarily, there's the element of hiring a creator to just create content, but then there's if you want to leverage their audience. And we found this company, a YouTuber, and I was like, hey, I don't know what the context here is to what he's going to charge. And
that's what I mean. It's like crazy, right?
I think he made 10 videos. He made 10 videos, and it's like to date the best performing marketing collateral this company has. It's insane.
So I would probably take that.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
I'd take that as the benchmark of like, okay, what was your ROI on this, right? And obviously ROI is probably a bad measurement because they gave away a product. So I would say what was the value of this? So he made these 10 videos. How many products did you actually sell from that? And they're like, okay, we sold 100, and they're $100 products. So that's $10,000. And then from there, okay, that's $10,000 that we were able to generate. You're probably only going to be able to sell that for $500 or $300. But if they made $100,000, now you have a $10,000 product, right? And so you just start segmenting it backwards that way and benchmarking it. And I think, and then you have examples like, hey guys, this is how this works. And there's risk involved with marketing, as you know. That's why I kind of like, if you want to maintain your business relationships, then I would just say, here's access to my community that I've built. Because then there's no risk involved